It's your man OgMk, and we're back with another reaction, man. How strong is Superman Prime 1 million? Now, I don't know. I've never heard of this version of Superman before. I thought, what was that Superman we reacted to? I thought that Cosmic Armor Superman, something like that, was the strongest version of Superman. And like the last version, because he was broken. That nigga was broken. So there's another version, and now this one just sounds like the strongest. So Prime 1 million, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? So we're gonna go ahead and find out all together. All I do is you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I go hold y'all boys no longer. They just go ahead and get right into the video, man.
Superman Prime 1 million. A
Prime 1
Kryptonian
million.
with the powers of a god born from the heat of the sun. Superman's strength relies on the life of a star, and the closer he is, the stronger he becomes. But what happens when Superman is trapped in the one place that makes him stronger, watching everyone around him die and burning his tears, being bathed in the sun for 15,000 years? Throughout history, there have been heroes, warriors.
Bruh. This nigga was just bathing in the sun for 15,000 years. All right, and I didn't know that fact. The closer Superman is to the sun, like the stronger he becomes. I ain't know that. Did y'all know that? Why y'all ain't tell me that?
Kings and saviors whose deeds became legend. But even legends fade, swallowed by time's relentless tide. There exists, however, one whose legacy has transcended the limits of mortality, whose story has been woven into the very fabric of the cosmos itself. He was once Clark Kent, a child of Kansas and a Kryptonian, but time had burned that name away like a candle in the cosmic wind. He had lived beyond generations, beyond epochs, beyond the comprehension of mortal minds. He was no longer merely Superman. He was Superman Prime 1 million, a living sun,
Look at that nigga's
a god
gold.
forged by the crucible of eternity. For 85,000 years he walked among the stars, learned the whispered secrets of dying worlds, and felt the pulse of the multiverse beneath his fingertips. He had watched empires rise and crumble like sandcastles at the edge of time. He had mourned the passing of planets, civilizations, and even the very concept of death itself. He had seen the last star of the first universe flicker into oblivion. He had been there when new realities were born from the ashes of the old dying universes. Yet through the ages, through all the knowledge and power he had gained, he'd never been broken. The fire in his chest was endless. Superman Prime 1 million had transcended the mere limitations of Kryptonian physiology. Unlike his former self, whose strength waxed and waned with the exposure to a yellow sun, he had ascended beyond these limitations. For 15,000 years he bathed in the heart of a super sun. Super suns are massive stars with a surface temperature of 10,000 to 50,000 Kelvin, up to 9 times hotter than our sun, with Superman diving into the heart of these stars, which can reach up to hundreds of millions. His very essence absorbed the celestial energies until he had become something beyond comprehension.
So how was he trapped in this sun to begin with? I hope he actually says how he was trapped, because 15,000 years, that's correct. I know he ain't want to be in that bitch for 15,000 years, and he said he was trapped in the beginning. So how exactly did he get trapped in here?
His body ceased to be flesh and bone.
If you guys can let me
now
know down in
something
the
more
comments.
akin to a sentient star, radiating power on a scale beyond the god's imagination. He was no longer a man of steel, but a living light, a force that no boundary of space or time could ever hope to contain. And trust me, this gets ridiculous. This Superman is able to control all of life as he resurrects his dead world Krypton and remakes Lois Lane by using a piece of her DNA and making her body immortal. He would even go on to create his own infinite universe, where he's the god standing above all of it. But then came the day when the entire multiverse itself stood on the edge of annihilation. The threat didn't come from a tyrant, but from entropy itself. A wound had opened up in the structures of existence, a tear so deep that it threatened to unravel all of creation. Universes tremble at the edge of collapse, their histories dissolving into nothingness. The fundamental constants of physics and reality began to erode, as if the multiverse were being erased from the inside out. But Superman Prime 1 million didn't believe in impossibilities. He was and had always been the ultimate rejection of limits. With a breath that could extinguish stars and a will stronger than the fundamental forces of the cosmos, he plunged into the wound at the heart of existence. The emptiness clawed at him, trying to unmake him like it did to countless worlds before him. But he wasn't merely a man anymore. He was a force of nature, a living testament to perseverance. He reached into the abyss, golden energy radiating from every fiber of his being, and he held the collapsing multiverse together with his bare hands. Reality screamed and the very fabric of existence buckled. But Superman Prime had long since surpassed the limits of gods, and in that moment he rewove the multiverse, threading every lost moment, every vanished world, bringing all of them back to life. The stars realigned, the void recoiled, and he stood above all of creation as the strongest in history. Superman Prime has even more abilities as he gets his hands on a Green Lantern ring, with this ring being so powerful that its only limitation is the imagination of the user. He has the ability to share his strength with his descendants, as every Superman after him now possesses a fraction of his strength, with even normal Superman being comparable to the Flash in speed, with the Flash being able to run trillions of times faster than light, and he's even outran death. But what do you think his speed is when he bathes in the sun for 15 million years?
Oh, wait. I thought it was 15,000. So this nigga, hold on. So he bathed in his sun for 15 million years, my guy. It's like, at this point, it's like, bro, who is stronger than Superman? It's like, who is stronger than this version of Superman so I can react to it, please? Because this is ridiculous. 15 million years bathed in a super sun, and now he's the strongest of all creation. He can create his own universes. He can stop the multiverse from collapsing on itself by just holding it like he's Spider-Man holding the train. Like, come on, man.
Prime 1 million didn't act out of pride or pursuit of power. He didn't seek domination and crave reverence. He acted because he was needed. Because even after tens of thousands of years, even after evolving into something more than flesh, he still believed in the sanctity of life. His power was not a burden. It was a gift he chose to use for others. And yet, despite all that he had accomplished, he knew his journey was far from over. The multiverse had been saved, but something deep within him whispered, this is only the beginning. Superman Prime 1 million is not a warrior, though he'd fought for eons. He's not a ruler, even though worlds would kneel at his feet. He's something far greater. He's a story without an ending, a golden light eternal and unwavering, a promise made flesh. He's the last son of Krypton, the greatest hero of humanity, the guardian of forever. And so long as the universe needs hope, Superman will never die. Overall, Superman Prime 1 million would scale from multiversal to outerversal, with infinite to irrelevant speed. And shout out to Meadow, who dropped 60
so
to
multiversal to outerversal. Okay, we've seen some outerversal characters, right? Okay, with irrelevant speed, obviously. Okay, so I thought it was gonna be a new type of grade, like a new type of thing I never heard before. But we've heard of multiversal, outerversal characters already before. Okay, so he's okay. So the way he was making him seem is like, this man is like, wow. Okay, that's cool. So what was Cosmic Armor Superman? I could have sworn he was multi outerversal too. I don't know. But you guys go ahead and let me know other characters you guys want me to react to. Just go ahead and comment them down below. And if you guys like this video, the original video will be the first link in the description box below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, I'm out, man.